Hey guys, it's Andy from the Midrule team again. In this video today, I'll finally be going over the details of the Midrule project and making a general explanation and detail overview video of the server and the project in general for people who have not heard of it yet. And even for the people who've already known about the project and have played in the first beta, this will still be going over a lot of details that will be new to them. First, I'm going to start with a general summary of the project, and then I'm going to go into a bullet point format describing some of the more in-depth and specific topics related to it. So let's get the main topic of this video out of the way. What is Midrule? Midrule is a Zelda-inspired open-world Minecraft server that is currently in development. It'll feature a vast open world for players to explore, find secrets in, complete dungeons and shrines, as well as meeting and getting to know the citizens from the various races across Midrule and helping them out throughout your story. In addition to that, there will also be a very detailed main quest, as well as a multitude of side quests and side activities regarding the characters of the world. That just about wraps up the summary for Midrule. Next, I'll be taking a bullet-pointed approach and going down my list to explain various aspects of the server. The order I'll be going in is gameplay and progression, story and characters, inspiration and aspirations, and then miscellaneous topics. So, let's start with gameplay and progression. As of right now, the majority of the gameplay isn't yet installed into the Midrule server, so most of what you'll be seeing in the background is relevant footage from games that we've been taking inspiration from. This isn't in any clear-cut order, but if I had to sum up the gameplay loop of Midrule in a few topics, it would be shrines, dungeons, quests, exploration, and NPC interaction. Similar to their purpose in Breath of the Wild, the shrines in Midrule will be littered across the continent and serve as little mini dungeon challenges for the players to take on. When you complete a shrine, you'll be rewarded in the form of a spirit orb. Spirit orbs are essentially a currency that you can use at goddess statues to get exclusive gear and also to upgrade your character. We're still early in development in terms of the gameplay side of things, so I can't guarantee a certain amount of shrines or the content within them, but we'll be working to make them super unique and build off the foundation that our inspiration gave us and add even more to it. The next major gameplay component are dungeons. Dungeons are another thing that are going to be taking very big inspiration from the Legend of Zelda series. I, and basically everyone on the team, are huge fans of traditional Zelda dungeons, and we'll be working to take that concept and better it. Yet again, I can't guarantee any set-in-stone details, but we plan to have them both available for solo play and co-op if you do choose so. Each dungeon will have a unique level of difficulty and complexity, so you're definitely going to want to tackle some dungeons before the next, but we'll be taking a freeform approach and letting you play most of the dungeons in any order. I'm not going to be spoiling any of those right now, but if you join the Discord, you'll probably hear about them anyways. The third major component to the Midrule gameplay experience will be the main quest and the side quests. Regarding the main quest and the lore of the world, I'll be going into a little bit of that detail in the story and characters section, but we've already developed pages and pages and pages of lore and character connections that we think you guys are going to love. About the side quests, if you're pretty well acquainted with games, I think you pretty much know what to expect. Though of course we do plan to innovate on the idea of side quests, and try to get rid of the annoying tropes and cliches, such as fetch quests that have been plaguing recent games just to fluff them out. And now, the final two components I want to touch on is exploration and NPC interaction. Freedom of exploration in a video game is an amazing thing. I, and a lot of other gamers, absolutely love the level of freedom that recent games have given us. Whether it be Breath of the Wild, Genshin Impact, The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, or a whole other handful of games, plenty of games have sought out adding as much freedom and exploration as they can. It really helps you get immersed into the game, and it's just a great feeling to see something and be able to say, I'm gonna go there. We absolutely want to replicate that feeling in Midrule, and give you something new to explore and discover around every single corner. Exploration will definitely tie in heavy with the story, especially considering the lore of the player character's past. But another thing that's going to tie in heavy with exploration is NPC interaction. NPC interaction is going to be everywhere on the server. In the towns, in the wild, on a random mountaintop. We want the world to feel alive and populated. Some NPCs might just be there to give you a simple greeting. Another might give you a cool side quest. And another might give you the story of his entire life if you pry hard enough in the dialogue options. I think that just about wraps up the major components of the gameplay section, and I hope you guys look forward to seeing this gameplay become reality eventually. Now, let's move on to story and characters. The story, of course, is still under development, but we have planned so much already. The mysterious backstory of the player character, the relations between certain races in the world, past and ongoing wars, regional culture and customs, and a bunch of other stuff is already planned in the world. For an example about some of the important characters in the story, I'll be showing you guys some members of the Midlean Senate. The Senate is a group of elected officials under the Midlean government, which comprises of one elected member from each race to act as a representative and voice for their region and people, such as Aigaela, the current leader of the Gerudo tribe, Drocon, the figurehead and patriarch of the Gorons, as well as Drocon, the chieftain of the Rito. We still have a few more Senate members, but we'll be leaving that for you guys to find out. And even outside the Senate, there's a bunch more important characters to the story, such as Master Kalka, the mysterious leader of the Yiga, as well as Ezekiel, a Midlean traveler, whose ancestry imposes high expectations from the people in his life. And that about wraps up the story and characters portion. I know I couldn't divulge too many details, but I hope you guys enjoyed the sneak peek that you got, and hopefully you're eager and curious to learn about these characters' stories. And now it's time for our third section, Inspirations and Aspirations. Other than the very obvious Zelda inspiration, there's quite a few games that we're also taking inspiration from. So instead of generalizing it and just listing the game's name, I'm going to give my opinion on the best aspects of these inspirations, and giving an idea of what we're looking at and what we're going to be taking from it. The environmental storytelling of Red Dead Redemption 2, the complex narratives and stories of conflict from The Witcher 3, the player retention and satisfying feel behind Genshin's gameplay, the atmosphere and feelings of wonder that Sea of Thieves gives, and last but not least, the obvious one, the unrelenting feeling of freedom that Breath of the Wild gives you. We really want to take each of these aspects and analyze how they're done so well, and incorporate it into our own ideas and concepts to create something really unique and fun. And now, we're finally at the miscellaneous section. To be completely honest, I feel like I basically covered everything I wanted to with this video earlier in the video, so this section's going to be kind of short and feel more like an outro, but it's whatever. I guess I'll just start out pointing out a few things. The Midrule project has been in development for about a year now, but as I pointed out in the dev update I uploaded a few weeks ago, we recently made a change to switching to a new custom world for Midrule. That's why occasionally in the video you saw a lot of old footage that I noted with a disclaimer. We definitely aren't to the level of completion that we were on the old world. In terms of quality, we're completely soaring past the old world. But in terms of presentability, the old world had a lot more scenes that we could use as compared to the new world, which is still under heavy development. As a matter of fact, we just recently completed our first full region on the new world, Faerun. The new Faerun region on the new world is over 3 times as large as the old Faerun region, which makes it almost as big in terms of width as the old Midrule continent that we used to work on. In terms of actual development on the server, as in on Minecraft itself, we only have about 3 team members actually working on it. So that's why comparatively, it's been taking quite a bit more time to do stuff on the new world, but it's worth every bit of time it takes. We're actually about to start working on our next region, and it's pretty likely that it's going to be the Gerudo Desert. So you'll hopefully be seeing progress of that very soon. So if you guys enjoyed the video and are interested with keeping up with the Midrule project, be sure to subscribe here on YouTube and click the bell to get notified of all future videos that come out. And make sure to check the description for a link to join our Discord server to get daily updates and talk to the team. See ya guys!